Welcome to part two of the Second World War. Now we're going to talk about the rise of fascism. Fascism is a political ideology that developed around the same time as socialism, right? It shares many attributes of socialism. They're both born out of the Romanticism of the Enlightenment, right? Fascism itself, it's going to take root in Italy. Matter of fact, that's why it's even going to adopt that name. Fascism is from the Latin word fascis, which means a bundle. It's a Roman term. You have a bundle of rods, typically that would have an axe blade or sometimes a sword sticking out of it. And the idea was simply this, that, the strong ruler would either punish you with the rod or kill you with the axe, right? Now, it has an enormous amount of appeal, fascism does, during the Great Depression there in the interwar years, because it opposed things like capitalism, it opposed communism, it opposed democracy, it opposed individualism, it worshipped war, and it believed, the fascists believed that true freedom laid within acting as part of a group, and so that you would have a single dictatorial leader who would be the incarnation of the Volksgeist, right? The group spirit, okay? And that is the basis of fascism, which is going to be developed under Benito Mussolini. Benito Mussolini was born on the 29th of July of 1883. He grew up, he was very radicalized as a youth, and when World War I started, he was actually against Italy's entrance into World War I, until he realized that he could actually gain some political power, through fighting in the war. So in 1915, he will enlist. He is going to reach only the rank of corporal. He'll be wounded during the war, and he will be discharged, right? Afterwards, though, he's going to continue his political growth, right? He'll form the Fascist Party, right? He'll form it on the 23rd of March, 1919. This is a political party in a democratic system. You have a king, King Victor Emmanuel III, but you also have a parliament. So it's not too dissimilar from the British system, except that King Victor will appoint the prime minister and tell him to form governments, right? Which is exactly what will happen on the 29th of October, 1922. The Fascist Party by this time is the largest party in Italy. Benito Mussolini is the firm head of the party, and so Victor Emmanuel III will ask Benito Mussolini to form a coalition government. Now that means that the fascists, yes, he'll be the prime minister and in charge, but that government needs to represent all the other political parties. So Benito Mussolini will do that, and then he will begin working on consolidating his power, crushing the other political parties. And then by January of 1925, he's effectively destroyed every other political party in Italy. And though democratically brought into this position, he is now going to declare himself dictator of Italy, or El Duce, right? And he will begin to build up the Italian power base from there. His aims are simple. He just wants to return the Mediterranean Sea back into a great Roman lake.